Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel. It's John here on, well, I'm recording this on a pretty murky, horrible day in Lincolnshire. It's been raining all day, so this has given me an opportunity to do a little bit of detective work. And it's actually quite an exciting video. Well, exciting for me. You might be sat there thinking, what on earth? Who cares? But as the title of this video has probably not eluded you, a super rare proton has been found today. And I say found, somebody has known about it for 20 odd years, but it's only just been discovered, I suppose, by myself when they reached out and contacted me. I must say a big thanks to that person, who I'm not going to name at this point in time, for reaching out and sending me pictures of their proton. I want to tell you what it is then. It is a Proton Park Royal. It's based in Ireland. It was not an Ireland-only spec. It was a dealer spec Proton. I'm going to show you it now because he sent me some photographs of the car. So let's go through them then. So this is showing me the odometer, and you can see that the car is an SE base model because we've got a rev counter here. So that tells me some little clues about the car. Let's move this across here so you can see it and me as well. So we've got the petrol gauge, which is not showing anything because I don't think there's any battery. We've got temperature gauge, and we've got the rev counter, 98,643 miles. That is when the car was last moved. That was the odometer reading, and here it is. Look at it in all its resplendent glory. So I was sent the pictures of this car by this gentleman, and I didn't know that it was a Park Royal when he sent it to me. So I'll just zoom in a little bit here so you can see. And first thing I noticed was the colour. The car looked a Mallorca black colour, the same as my Proton Black Knight and my Proton 1.5 SE, which immediately told me it was probably a special edition. And things that I noticed immediately was this spoiler on the back. It's not like a rubberized plastic. It is a proper molded spoiler, and you won't be able to see it here, but you will be able to see it in another image. It has a high level brake light, which told me that this is not a standard car. I can see from the badge here that it is a 1.5 SE, and I can also tell by the sunroof that it is a model higher than an SL. And then things that didn't start adding up to me, things that I couldn't work out, was this trim, this decal down the side here. If it was a GLS, it would have said GLS. If it was a player, it would have had a picture of an umbrella. And I really couldn't work out what the car was. And then I tried to zoom in. Well, you can't really see from there what it is. So I went back to the chap and said, "Excuse me, tell me more about this car." So that was the only image I had to begin with. And then he sent me this photograph, and I can see that the car has air conditioning. Really rare. I know of 3 cars maybe in the UK that has air conditioning and power windows. So again, I can see that it's a high model option. And then I've got to see this Park Royal. I have never seen Proton Park Royal. As far as I'm aware, they didn't exist. They were a dealer exclusive. They were a bit like the Black Knight in that they were a base spec model that was then spec'd up a little bit by the dealers exclusively. And as far as I'm aware, each dealer got just one. So each dealer from the 201, they would have had a Black Knight, they would have had a Lynx, they would have had a Puma. Park Royal, they would have had one. And look at this wonderful decal under here, air conditioned. And then I got sent this picture, which I could then tell that the car was a sort of early 90s car just by the spokes of the steering wheel here. So it's about a 92, looking at the spec, SE model 92. You lost the Atari style steering wheel between 89 and 91, and you got this 3-spoke between sort of 92 and early 93, and then into 94 you got the single spoke, which you see in a lot of the later cars. And things I also noticed, which I had never known about before, was this decal on this little flap here. I can see that the stereo has gone missing. It would be a Blaupunkt stereo, probably a Verona or something similar. But we've got a decal here, so I asked for some more pictures of that decal, and there it is. Wow, isn't that awesome? I'm getting excited. I got shivers seeing this, genuinely. You're probably thinking, oh my goodness, John, you are a loser. But this little cubby box with the Park Royal decal, I want to know if that is like a print transfer or if that is like a physical decal sticker. I need to find that information out. And then I got some more pictures, and you can see here it's come from Wilson's of Rathkenny. So that will probably tell you, and the Irish number plate, that the car is in Ireland. There's a few other cars either side of it as well. I would love to get this out and clean it. I would love to get this out and restore it and get it back on the road. As I say, it's been off the road since 2000. The owner was offered less than £1,000 for it. In fact, he was offered 600 quid for the car in 2000, and he turned around and said, "Do you know what, mate? I'd rather let it sit in my barn." And that is what has happened for the past 23 years. This is something that I've got for my own personal collection. It is a build spec sheet of all the special editions. So the Park Royal then was introduced in 1991. So I do believe it is a late 91, early 92 car. And the base model is the 1.5 SE Saloon. So again, my detective work there sort of worked that out. 12 valve with the additional spec. So this is what you've got extra. So you've got your 1.5 SE Saloon. That is the base model that the dealer or the import centre took. And when they built this Park Royal Edition, this is what they added. Special wheel trims. We'll come back to that. Rear spoiler with brake light, which is what I first saw and thought, hang on a minute, that's not right. The Park Royal graphics, an interior sunroof blind, remote alarm, and factory-fitted air conditioning. And these are the part numbers for the spoiler. They were supplied by a company called Silver Knight Limited. Nothing to do with the Black Knight. They were a company in the UK that made automotive parts. You've got your graphics kit. Sunroof blind. Again, I've never seen that, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. The remote alarm and the wheel trims as well. I actually believe, looking at these photographs, that the wheel trims on the front here are the same wheel trims for my 1.5 SE LE. I am yet to do some more detective work on that. I've asked for some more photographs. And that the interior has got, a lot of dust, but is in really good condition. I'm yet to see some more photographs of that. The sunroof blind, I would like to see. What's that all about? Because these sunroofs, the sunroof in this car will be a Webasto top slider. The sunroof blind came as standard, really, with the Webasto top slider. So they're advertising that as a feature. Whether or not they used to take it out or whether or not they used to put something different in, I am looking forward to seeing that. Interestingly, the graphics kit does not mention anything about the special printed cubby box. So whether or not that is a decal or a print, I would be very interested to find out. But this car and these photographs and the fact that this has been identified today has made me it gives me goosebumps. I know it sounds really silly, but as you know, I'm massively passionate, I suppose is the word, about my Protons, and I cannot wait to bring you more information about this car. Am I buying it? Well, I've asked the question. We are going to find out. It's one of those things that the owner has had it for so long. He's the only owner. It has a special place in his heart. Now, you might be shouting at your computer screen saying, well, does it? It's holed up in a barn. But it's there for a reason, and it holds sentimental value to the family as well. It might be that I'm taking a trip very shortly with Mrs. John Coupland to Ireland, because I would love to see this, and I've asked for more photographs and I've asked for some video as well of the car. But yeah, Park Royal, the Proton Park Royal. I've put some feelers out in the Proton clubs. Nobody else has ever seen one, including a chap called Ali, who is the Proton guru. He really is. People might think of me as the Proton guy. He is the guy that knows. He's never seen one. So I am looking forward to bringing you some more content and some more photographs about this car. What do you reckon? Do you like it? Do you think that, hang on a minute, John, you're getting excited over nothing? Or do you think this is quite cool and it needs to be saved? Let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, likes please. That really does help. Smash the like button. I know you might think, hang on a minute, what's that helping? It is helping. Genuinely, it helps with the algorithm. and I'm trying to build the channel up as best as I can. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We're heading towards that 3,000 subscriber mark, and if you haven't already commented, liked, and subscribed, please do. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. I'm on all of them now. Previously, my Instagram account was for personal images, photographs, holiday photographs. Me, the inspector, Mrs. John Coupland. I've opened up my Instagram account today, actually, to followers. So I'm going to try and post some more stuff on there too. It's at John Coupland, all one word. Have a great day. Whatever you're getting up to, take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully bring you some more about this Proton when I get it. Thank you. Bye-bye.